Hi, everyone. This is Jim Gillis with Win My Vote, also with the National Student Mock Election. And this is an abridged version of a much longer video that I got a couple of complaints about. So I wanted to make this one as short as possible. Sorry I don't have my camera on, but I'm not in the office right now and the background's not set up for it. So this is just a basic introduction to what Win My Vote is and what our business model is going to be and how it works. So it came about when I was flipping through the voter information guide and sample ballot, and you're looking at it, and it's not very engaging. And I'm wondering why hasn't this thing gone online, mobile, and social? And with that, I thought, okay, what would that look like? So I actually started building it for my son's school for a mock election, and then that turned into a national student mock election with 5 million teachers and students in 2016, and we'll have even more than that, I think, this year in 2020. It also became, a site called Win My Vote, where the general public can pull up their ballot and they can look at their candidates and they can see everything on that's going to be on their ballot. But they can also share candidate profiles and watch videos and find their polling place and everything that they need. Everything really that the elections department should have been doing over the last 15 or 20 years. So this is what it looks like. You'll have your account here. It's free to voters and free to groups and organizations, and you'll be able to see all the candidates in the race. You'll be able to click on a candidate, and you'll be able to listen to the candidate directly. So they'll have videos here. You can also check out on the issues. You can see the party that they're with. You can donate straight to the campaign if you want, but we even think that there's no reason to donate because of the way our platform works. They should be winning your vote, right? You shouldn't be giving them money to run commercials to win other people's votes. So, but you can quickly just scroll through all the candidates in this race. And again, you can get a real quick idea of each one of them. You can also click here and see a quick little bio of the candidate. You can scroll down and learn about the candidate from the About Me section. And then the same thing with on the issues. And keep in mind, the candidates build and maintain and update their own profile the same way they would their website or their Facebook account or their Twitter account or Instagram or whatever it may be. They're updating this and it's all in real time. So you can scroll down and you can see all the different issues and where this candidate stands. You can also see endorsements. Now, this first page, which is showing all endorsements, is just the endorsements that the candidate is featuring. We have a feature called Trusted Sources, which are groups and organizations and individuals, even friends of yours, that you trust, that you want to know how they're voting. So you select in, it's an opt-in, you add those trusted sources to your ballot, and then they'll be integrated here. So you click on Show Me Just My Trusted Sources, and then you'll be able to see all of your trusted sources. And then you can just click straight through and listen to their written or their video endorsement. And you can do that, with all of them. So for example, Sarah Smith, say she's a friend of yours, she's really active. She gets up on the ballot. She clicks, I like this candidate. It says, you want to do a written or a video endorsement? She says, sure. She does that right there. Super simple, gets uploaded. And when you select her as a trusted source, you can now see where she stands on that. And you can hear right from her. And we like to say it's, the information that you need, when you need it, where you need it. So you can go, great. The other feature about this, or the other benefit about this, is that you can also click straight through to this organization. So let's say if you follow the American Federation of Teachers really close. Maybe you're a teacher or your friend's a teacher or a family member and you really like the organization. You can click on them and you can see their ballot. And again, they've done the same thing. They get a ballot, they fill it out, and they choose their candidates and make written and video endorsements, and then they are on the site. So here you can see all the different candidates that they are endorsing. And if you want, you can just click straight through, and now this candidate is favorited on your ballot. So you notice Sam Jones here, the other one, you say, okay, great. You can also just click here and all of them will be updated on your ballot. So now back to this. Let's say you didn't do that and you want to favorite Elizabeth Warren. You simply click on the star here. You can share this candidate profile on social media with your friends, and that's it. And now when your friend clicks that link from the candidate profile, they'll go directly to this candidate profile. And here, the person can sign up real easy. They sign up with social media, and now Tony T232 is now, again, looking at this candidate profile. And the big advantage here is that if he's looking at it on a Facebook page or a Twitter account or Instagram or whatever, that's great. He may even like it. He may be excited about it, and then he's gone. And there's no reason for him to ever go back to that person's Twitter account or go back to their Facebook page, or any of that type of stuff. Here, it's actually a tool for him to organize and manage his vote. So this candidate is always here on his ballot. So he can now go back to his ballot and he can see all these candidates. And let's say he scrolls down and he may be really interested in the State Assembly District 41 race. He recognizes a couple of names here. And to give you an example about how this is the level playing field and how it will take money out of elections, you can see here that Tony is ready to make his decision for whom to vote, right here on this platform. And let's say Kathy Jones is the favorite. She's been campaigning for a year. She spends $850,000. He recognizes her. Trisha, he kind of recognizes her, not really sure. She spent a lot of money as well. But Mike here has spent $600 and Carl has spent $1,800. But it really doesn't matter who's spending what. They're all lined up here, and Tony can just click on Mike's profile and start watching videos and learning about him. And then let's say he sees this Unite America and he's heard a little bit about them and he wants to click on them and see what they're all about. He can see their ballot and all the candidates that they're favoriting, and he likes that. And he can also click straight through or click the About Us, and he can learn about this political party or this political group this way. And he can move down, he can see their for ranked choice voting and a variety of other issues or stances. So he's now thinking, hey, I really like this guy, and he can click on Mike's issues and see where he stands on all the individual issues, and now he can make his mind up. So he can favorite him there, or he can come back to his ballot here and he can click the star there and he can favorite that candidate there. So now he goes back and he favorites Linda here, and then he's going to go up here and say, hey, just show me my favorites. He wants to review all the ones that he's favorited in all the different races. Scroll down. He wants to see all of his propositions. And in this video, I didn't go into the propositions. They're just as elaborate as the candidate profiles, where you can dig in, read about the proposition or the measure. You can see who's supporting it, who's opposing it. But for this video, I'll keep it real quick. So he's looking here and he's saying, okay, these are all right. And I'm going to go back up here and I'm going to find my polling place, and away I go to the polling place. And then this person does a nice selfie at the end there. So the business model is that voters are free. There's 190 million eligible voters in the US. Groups and organizations are free as well. And these groups and organizations are everything from small, community groups, think about a Facebook group and how those are, all the way up to the NRA, Planned Parenthood, teachers organizations, the really big PACs and super PACs. Candidates pay $299 per election. There's roughly 500,000. There's actually a little bit more elected offices in the U.S. There's about 1 million candidates, depending on how you count them, between a 2 and 4 year cycle. But we're seeing more and more. And I think that with a platform like this, you would easily see 1 million plus, each year with an active profile. So we're working with the revenue of 299 million, which is plenty of money not to accept advertisement. Although we probably will do advertising along the margins, just non-political, just the sort of run-of-the-mill stuff. That's the business model. I'd be happy to talk with people about the go-to-market strategy, individually, but essentially it is going through the groups and organizations and parties. These are the organizations that are, desperately trying to get their message out to individual voters, and they're using a really inefficient way of doing that right now. They're doing radio commercials and TV commercials and lawn signs and mailers and all these things that are just sort of blasting our subconscious. We're going to now offer them a platform that is to the conscious, right? That I'll be consciously deciding for whom to vote on this platform, and reading through the groups and organizations I trust, as well as the candidates' profiles and hearing directly from them. So we're anyway, I can talk with the details about the investment and what we're looking for. We're going to be doing the 2020 National Student Mock Election, which is about 5 million teachers and students. It'll also be featured on Discovery Education, which is part of Discovery Channel in October. And we're probably 60 days away from going live and looking for an investment anywhere between 25,000 and 50,000 for a small percentage to go live, and we're open to much bigger investment than that for the long run. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.